Stay well, Star Child. Today we're looking at The Lantern Oracle by Angelina Mirabito, illustrated by Yuli Alejo. Right. Embark on a beautiful soul-nurturing journey with the ever-present and loving light of the eternal feminine wisdom as your guide. Ask a question and connect with the maidens, mothers, guardians, and crones of this profound and powerful deck for clarity, growth, assistance, and healing. Use this deck to draw lessons, solutions, and insight from the shadows and be empowered to walk in truth and shine your light in the world. The 44 cards feature key phrases for immediate answers, and the guidebook offers further meaning so you can integrate a deeper understanding of the message. With guidance for every stage and phase of life, the Lantern Oracle is a go-to deck for tapping into supportive, caring, honest, and timeless divine sisterhood. So, open it up. Let's just clean this out. Okay, here we go. Lantern Oracle Guidebook. Read mother and crone information, how to use the cards. There's those garbage trucks, spreads, card meanings, name of the card, subtitle, information, and maiden's message. And I think it's the same for everything. Yes. And let's look at the cards. So they are matte, satiny matte, and they're very thick. I edged mine in red because I felt like that was the right color for it. Okay, we've got Eternal Gatekeeper. Acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. Intention. Lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. I have to remember not to film on garbage day. My apologies. But thank you, garbage men, for taking away the trash. Inner life. Your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. Home. May your body be where a harmonious balance of love, strength, light, and pleasure lives. Radical self-love. We can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves. Inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. The unknown. Knowing the unknown. Strength of vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. Wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. Radical curiosity. Seeing as if for the first time, every time. Spirit self. Be who you are as you are. Perspective. A calm and clear mind is free to see differently. Distorted perceptions. Reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Trusting the tricksters. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Weeping wound. You are not your wounds. Melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. False beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false imitations they confine us to. Creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. Responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we dealt. Repair. Making amends rather than fun times reveals a relationship's true constitution. Lantern. Consciousness is light. Broken dreams. Only you can accept or reject your dreams. Misalignment. Miracles become normal once we face all the aspects of our life in the same direction. Assistance with access. It is necessary to ask and accept for help in order to receive it. Women supporting women. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. Key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Enough. You were born enough. Accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Radical honesty. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. Emptied. The ending and beginning lie at either side of the same door. Voice. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Radical self-acceptance. You will perceive the way you perceive yourself. Moving forward. The first step is taken within our stillness. Renewal. Regeneration begins with decay. Forgiveness. Hurt blocks our light. Emotional energy. Emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. Confession. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Oh, come on, darling. There we go. Presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Oh, that reminds me of my late grandmother. Circles. Clarity reigns in the eye of the storm. Sharing. There is giving in receiving and receiving in giving. Transitions. You have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So let's find a card. Creative power. It's phase 2, mother. Young adulthood, passion, learning, choices, trial and error, creativity, betrayal, disillusionment, and being broken open. I'll just pick it up so it's in the shot. Creative power. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Inspiration, like intuition, is a way of our spirit self reaching out to us. Our creative energy comes into full power when we immerse ourselves in realizing our vision. At the beginning of an inspired undertaking or journey, we're the living potential for a particular outcome or venture. However, it is not until it is created or happens that we become the creator. In this sense, our process and actions shape us into a fuller expression of who we are. Creative energy changes what already exists into something else. As the living portal through which this happens, creativity is an energy and practice that will change us. Exactly how is impossible to predict from the outset. The ongoing tension between knowing and not knowing what we are doing is the creative process at its rawest. Once we accept the call to creative action, we are often accelerated, a wild and primal ride that requires our trust, surrender, and dedication. Most of all, it requires our persistence throughout, or that we do not anticipate the creative undertaking or life-changing challenge to involve. The featured mother is taking on the creatrix role for a child. However, what will be required from her throughout motherhood is unknown. She is and will continue to be guided by her inner knowing and external support, represented by the tree root she holds, reminding us that while the creative process is often highly personal and done in seclusion, it is also a collaborative act. No child is conceived and raised alone. Good Lord. Oh well. All creative undertakings require external input and support. It may be time to release yourself from whatever is preventing you from making an avoided project, a significant change, or a persistent desire happen. The mother encourages you to trust the creative process and surrender to its power and your inherent resourcefulness. Let your spirit self-knowing guide you. She also wishes for you to take care of yourself in areas that feel particularly vulnerable during creative process. Prioritize your needs. Ensure that they are met in a safe and stable environment. That way, your creative energy may flow constructively, optimally, and healthily through your mind, body, and emotions to manifest the best possible outcome. Again, always be sure to seek what you need and accept it when it shows up. Is there anything else? Or is that the entire message? Nope, here we go. Mother's message. Creative power is both of and beyond you. Allow your highest potential and knowing to breathe through you. Trust that spirit self will only ever inspire you to expand into embodying more of the love and light that you are. And that is the Lantern Oracle.